Starting the stream. All right. Oh, vibrations. What kind of vibrations? Okay. Disregard the vibrations. All right. Give me a second. Let me just make sure we're all up and running over here. And let's check it out. We're live. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Sakura's Tech Spot. I hope everyone is having a great quarantine, or at least as good as it can get. We're over here doing a little home project. So yesterday, we started working on our home media server, which is basically an old Dell Optiplex that my cousin no longer needs. It has a Core 2 Duo chip and a couple other older parts that we've upgraded so far, and we're going to run through that. Today we're going to continue that. We're actually going to go so far as to do a couple more hardware upgrades, and by couple I mean one. And then after that we're going to install the software and see if we can get the server actually up and running and potentially on the network. We'll see how far we get. So let's have some fun. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to follow along with the entire project. It's always a good time when we have people to interact with. Let me just make sure that we have let the world know we are now live. So let's go ahead and just update this here. Okay, and wrong mouse. I have all sorts of things going on right now. Hopefully it is kind of easy to follow along here. I'm not sure which one is live and which one is not, because I did quick test runs, so I'm hoping I'm actually live right now. Is there a way to check it? Can we check we are live? We are currently live. I think we're live. Yeah. I don't know why I can't find myself. Is there anyone that can shed some light on if we're live or not? Let's check the dashboard. Might as well. It says we're offline. Why does it say we're offline? I don't know why it's doing that. Laptop says we're online. This is very curious. Oh, there we go. I think we're live. Yeah? It's hot as hell in here. We got 2 computers up, or 3 computers up and running. Yep, we're good. So we are live, indeed. Indeed, we are live. I don't know why my dashboard is not working. Why is the dashboard not working? Come on. Why are you not working? I mean, I can't even monitor what's going on. Alright. I might have to restart the stream. says we're live right there. Let me see if I can actually access it. Yeah, it says we're live. Okay, whatever. I don't think anyone's even watching right now. Not the most ideal situation. I am starting to drip sweat. Whew. Let me get a paper towel real quick. I have my rubbing alcohol, and that will be for when we need to upgrade the processor. We're going to take off the thermal paste with that. So let me get this paper towel, wipe the sweat off. Ooh, it's hot. It is like 90 degrees over here. Up in Northern California. Oof, I have no fan, no AC unit. Hopefully the computer doesn't die. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Whew. We will start super shortly. Just want to make sure everything is up and running. This is one of the more professional live streams that I've done. So let's go ahead and make sure everything, all the boxes are checked off, as they say. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Save it. We're good. Alright. Like that. Cool. Coolio. I think that's all we needed. Some reassurance. There was nothing wrong with double checking and triple checking. Alright, we are live, ladies and gentlemen. It is official. Welcome to Socko's Tech Spot. I'm just going to do the intro one more again. Thank you for joining. Hopefully it's going to be a smooth one this time. Last time, I gotta admit, it was a pretty... What's the word? Ghetto? It was a pretty ghetto live stream. But we have a new setup, and I'm going to show you exactly what that is. So, let me reiterate. I think I kind of briefly went over this, but I was focused on getting the live stream up and running. So, what we're going to be doing, I have a old Dell Optiplex, circa 2006, 2007, something like that. And this was given to me by my cousin, who no longer needs it. It's super old. It has a Core 2 Duo in there. It originally had 1 gig of RAM, 1 gig. But in my previous video from yesterday, we actually upgraded the RAM, and we even threw in a video card. If you haven't seen that video, highly recommend it, because the video card pretty much had to be jammed in there. If you're not familiar with Dell Optiplex machines, they're kind of smaller form factor. They're not a full size case. So because it was so thin, I had to bend the bracket to get that working. Doesn't matter. We're here now, and everything seems to be working as expected. Let me go ahead and show you guys what we're working with. I have it all set up right here. There you go. Ooh, professional. So now we have scenes. Anyways, so as you can see, here's the machine. I think it's actually on right now. It is indeed on. And what we did was we removed the CD drive here. We removed the floppy drive that was here. And we used a laptop 2.5-inch drive, Western Digital Scorpio Blue, which is 500 gigs. And honestly, this is just kind of a test run to see how everything is going to work in a home server. If we can get this working, it's going to pretty much be a new build for being the home server. And by new build, it's going to be old build that will be repurposed. Anyways, yesterday we actually tried to upgrade the processor to a Q6600 quad core from the current Core 2 Duo, and I'll show you exactly which stats those are. So it's very hard to see, but we have the Intel Core 2 Duo E6400. So this is the 2.13 gigahertz processor in here, and we're going to upgrade that to the Q6600, which is 2.4 gigahertz, I believe. I have it right here. Let's take a quick look, and hopefully I didn't destroy it yesterday while I was trying it out. Oh wait, this is the i5 2500. Where is my Q6600? Hold on 1 second, we're gonna go find that. Here it is. Okay. So let me switch back here. And this is the processor we're going to be using. It's the Q6600, and it was 2.4 gigahertz. I was right. Here, it's probably upside down for you guys, but let me show you. There it is. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I know. Okay, so this is the processor that we're going to switch to. And that processor has been in all sorts of machines for the last, I don't know, 10 years I've had it, if not more than that. It's going strong, and it's definitely going to do us better than this dual core. So, without further ado, let us get started. I am thirsty as all hell, so I'm going to take a quick sip of water. It's already condensating. I had 6 cubes of ice. There's no more ice. Delicious. Delicious. Cool. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. So I currently have the computer up and running, but we're going to have to turn it off to do this procedure. Oh, and the reason why we did not upgrade it yesterday is because originally when I tried to upgrade it, it wasn't compatible with the BIOS, but we did a BIOS update after that. So I had to actually install Windows because Windows XP was on here. Excuse me while I wipe the sweat off my face. Windows XP was on here, and I did not have the password to get in, so I completely wiped the drive, reinstalled Windows 10. Then I went ahead, upgraded the BIOS, because the only way you can upgrade the BIOS is through an EXE. You can't just put it on a USB drive and upgrade the BIOS without having Windows. Weird. Strange. Old times. It's done. So we upgraded the BIOS. Now theoretically, it should be compatible with the new Core 2 Quad processor. So let's do this. First, we're going to turn off the computer, and it says update and shut down. If it takes too long, we're going to just force the shutdown. And we're just going to go into here, and we're going to rip out the processor, throw in the new one, cross our fingers, hope it doesn't blow. That is the idea. Oh, we also need a screwdriver. Yeah. This pegboard is one of the best investments ever made. If you do not have a pegboard, get a pegboard. If you don't have the room for a pegboard, make room, because it will save you much more storage space in the long run. Alright. And we also have Shug here, my little co-host. She's a little tired. She's taking a nap. Isn't she adorable? So look at that. You get the best of all the worlds here. We got puppies, we got computers, we've got me. What more do you want? So it looks like it's off. And unfortunately, this machine does not have a switch. I don't know if they usually do, but the power supply does not have a switch on this. So we're just gonna kind of leave it lingering on. Look at that. I can work on the machine, you can see what I'm doing, and you can see my beautiful face. Technology, isn't it amazing? I do like this setup, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, there we go. And oh, okay, there we go. That was a little difficult for some reason. So yeah, it just kind of comes up like that. Oh my goodness, the thermal paste is like liquid. That's nasty and probably not good. So let me get a paper towel. Oh crap, I didn't bring any extra paper towels. Let me go get a paper towel. I'm prepared. wasn't too bad. Everyone's still here, right? I'm still here. That's what matters. Because I'm the one doing this crap. Alright. There we go. Let's wipe this down really quick. Get a nice wipe on the copper heat sink. I'm actually going to do a little bit of rubbing alcohol just to give it a nice clean, because I'm hoping this works and I don't have to open this thing again. I've opened this 3 times already. 1 to examine, 2 for yesterday's upgrades, and 3 today. So hopefully we don't have to do a 4th revisit on this, but we can only hope. So this is clean enough for my liking. Then again, it's a very old processor, and it's not like it's going to be blazing fast. We're not trying to overclock to ridiculous speeds here. If we could overclock it, that would be great, but unlikely. Not bad. I just stuck my head in there. It looks very dusty, especially in this fan region here. I don't care. I'm not dealing with it right now. Alright, I'm going to wipe off as much thermal compound as I can from the processor before I remove it. It's such a shame that it's all liquidy. I wish that did not happen. That's what I get for using some stupid thermal paste. I was using the Dynex thermal compound, which I got years ago. I'm not even sure if it's still good, but whatever. It's thermal compound. God damn it, it's everywhere. Let me just remove the processor and finish it off. Yeah, it's leaking onto the ridges. That's not good. Ew. Nasty, nasty. Yeah, we're not going to use Dynex this time. I got a different one. Courtesy of future father-in-law / girlfriend's dad. He hooked me up. He also hooked me up with the RAM that you see here. So, courtesy of girlfriend's dad. Super nice guy. I wish he had a YouTube channel because he's very knowledgeable. He would probably be able to share that knowledge very well. Only problem is his English is not very good, but smart dude, well respected. There we go. Alright, done. And oh, I got thermal paste all over my hands. Wonderful. Let's just put that here for now. Okay, that's fine. We're still good. Next up, we're going to put the new processor in. Who would have guessed it, right? And there's still thermal compound from yesterday. Stupid Dynex. Make sure to get as much of it as possible because I don't know when the next time this will come out. Unless it doesn't work, then it's coming out today. But hopefully we don't get to that point. I might even sell this machine or give it to my girlfriend's dad to sell. Because if I upgrade to a normal home server, I no longer need this. And by normal, I just mean something a little more powerful. I think that's as good as it gets. I can't get everything off. Alright. Let's see, which way did this go? Yeah, I think just like that. Ta-da! Let's close that. And this is the thermal compound I'm going to use this time. CP15. This is actually, if I remember correctly, a really good one. It is made by Corsair, so you got a name. Is it Corsair? No, it's not. Cryoris. Which one's the one Corsair made? Or was it Corsair? No, probably not. I don't know. But whatever, CP15, I've heard of it before. You probably have too. Let's just go ahead. I don't think I opened this. There we go. I'm just gonna put a little dab, smack dab in the middle. Okay. That's good enough for me. Maybe for you too, who knows. I don't like that it kind of has this worm looking thing on it, but whatever. Such is life. Dog is snoring. Alright, so next up, gonna get the heat sink and we're gonna throw this on. It goes on really easily. I kind of love that design of this right here. Just like that. And push down. Hold it down. Screw it a little bit on that side. Screw it a little bit on this side. I screwed it? I can't tell. Okay, screw it all the way on this side. We're just going to go to finger tightness. Cool. That is done. Ooh, CPU replacement. How magical. Alright, I think that's it. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Wait, let me switch to the monitor display. Boom. We got the BIOS 2.6.6. It was on 2.1.0 originally, which has probably never been updated. That's fine. Floppy diskette seek failure. Screw the floppy diskette. Anurag, what's happening? It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by the stream. We're doing a little home project here. How have you been? Hope you're doing great wherever you are. I remember you moved at some point. Anurag is my old coworker, and he is here to show his love and support. Thank you, Anurag. Yeah, that's just a basic home media server that we're going to get working, hopefully. Very old hardware, but still very capable. So, that's that. And the display capture is so far behind. We're already booting into Windows here, and you're just seeing the loading screen. So, what can I do? It's actually capturing through a remote desktop session. Thanks, man. Appreciate the support. You're awesome. But we're going to see if we can get this up and running today. I have the FreeNAS on a USB stick hooked up into it. We're going to see if we can get that going. Yeah. Very exciting stuff. Yeah, I was describing the display. So we have Chrome Remote Desktop that is going to my main computer, and my main computer is getting the input through a capture card. So we've got a little bit of a daisy chain to get the display up and running here. But it's working. Whatever works. It's a bit slow. That's a given. But, I mean, it's booting up. So that means the processor swap seems to have done something. I don't know. If you're familiar with video cards, we have the GeForce 9800 GT in here. That used to be a really good graphics card at some point. Now it's just pretty much garbage. I put it in there in hopes to see if I can get like video transcoding done while I'm streaming from like a Plex Media server kind of thing. So, I mean, spoiler alert, we're going to put Plex on this after we get FreeNAS up and running. What I want to do is see the CPU Z info screen. If we can see that and it says Q6600, which it should because it's running, then we are good to continue. So let's see here. Let me just open the folder. It's basically a fresh install of Windows, which doesn't really matter because we're going to overwrite it at some point. Come on. I upgraded all these parts and it's still slow as hell. Hopefully it serves its purpose as a server. Okay, we're in... I guess I should have opened this too. Check out the task manager. Gee, CPU's at 100. Alright, there it is. It's official. We have the Core 2 Quad Q6600 in there. Quad core processor at 2.4 gigahertz. We may or may not overclock that. Probably not, just because I don't have a proper cooling solution in there right now. But there it is. I can't believe that worked. So the BIOS update did in fact activate it. That's a good sign. I'm really happy about that. Disk usage is crazy right now. Jesus. That is the older drive in there. That's a Seagate drive. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think at this point we can go ahead and move on to the FreeNAS installation, because my objective is not Windows, it's FreeNAS. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to reboot, and then we'll see if we can get to the boot menu selector. And I'm hoping we can. We should be able to. Even with the delayed display, I'm still going to go for it. We're going to stay on this screen. I don't think you want to look at the computer all open and whatnot. Okay, boot menu please. Boot utility partition. Where's my USB stick? Let me plug in here. I'm going to switch scenes really quick, and we're going to see why that's not working. Could have sworn I did the installation properly. I used Rufus to make this bootable stick. Let's try just going over that one more time. Let's go FreeNAS and start. I mean, it's not too complicated of a process here. Let's try that one more time. Just going to reinstall the USB stick. I did this earlier. I'm not sure why it's not working, but hey, that's what happens when we're live. You can never predict these things. I cannot edit this out. It's official. Good God, it's hot. We need AC up in here. My dog's eyes are rolled back, but she's asleep. She just blinked mid-sleep. Shuggy ridiculous. Okay, come on, deleting partitions. I guess I could show you guys what I'm doing here. Can I? Okay, I'm going to close this out because that's work related. And then if I switch there, oh. Alright. Look at Rufus go. Oop. There it is. Whew. Sweating. Come on, come on. If it doesn't work this time, I don't know what to do actually. Oh, I think that's the problem right there. Target system UEFI. No. This computer definitely does not support UEFI. And I think that's what I should have changed. Well, I'm going to give it a chance to finish. It says BIOS or UEFI. But did it say that while I was doing this? Let's make sure. I don't even see it here. Whatever. Let's try this one more time. Let's plug in. Okay, it's plugged in. I'm going to do a Control-Alt-Delete here and try to hit that boot menu again. I don't know why that happened. There it is, USB device. Beautiful. I thought I selected it. Screw the floppy diskette. Yeah, there it is. FreeNAS! Woo! FreeNAS! Alright. I'm kind of happy about that, if you didn't notice. I'm not gonna lie. I've never installed this. I don't know what it's doing right now. I think it defaulted to booting it up. So, whatever. Let it do its thing. Alright, so we are going to be doing a straight install. So I'm gonna... Whoa. That looks weird. Okay, select one or more drives where FreeNAS should be installed. Use the arrow keys to navigate. We're going to go with the first one. You need to select at least one disk. I did. Boom. Warning, this will erase all partitions and data on ADA 0. You can't use ADA for sharing data. That's fine because ADA is an old ass hard drive. Installing on flash media is preferred to installing on a hard drive. Ooh, well. Makes you want to think, right? Really makes you want to think. Now, I did consider installing it to a USB stick, but the way I thought of it is that USB sticks, they have a certain lifespan. They have a certain amount of read and writes. They're not meant for constantly reading data off of. So my theory was, why would I do that and have my USB stick potentially die and my FreeNAS is dead, as opposed to just installing on a hard drive. Now, I can also install different, I guess, VMs if you want to think of it that way, because I'm going to install Plex Media Server, but I have the option to install other types of services as well. So I'm wondering if that's going to install directly onto this drive. And if that is the case, then I'm kind of okay with that. You know what? Let's just go with this. Like I said, this is only a test run to see in the future how it's going to, how to set this up with a better machine. So let's just set a password. I'm going to type one in and not say it out loud. FreeNAS can be booted in either BIOS or UEFI mode. BIOS mode is recommended for legacy and enterprise hardware, where UEFI may be required for newer consumer boards. Boot via BIOS. Create 16 GB swap portion on boot device? Sure. Why not? So we have 80 gigs. It's not like we're going to use all of that for FreeNAS. This is going pretty smooth so far. and I am enjoying myself. I hope you are enjoying the stream along with me, because without you, there is no me. Think about that one. So far, still installing. What I can do is I can show you puppy vision. There she is. Isn't she a doll? She's a little doll. Also, I'm sorry if it's super noisy. The fan from the laptop is going. We have another fan from this machine going. Our computer has a fan that's going. It's just all sorts of fans and heat permeating through this entire room. And unfortunately, I cannot open a window because the heat will just keep coming in here. So we're just going to sit here all together now. We're going to be chilling. You better chill with me. We're chilling, but we're hot. If that makes any sense. Also, I don't like the way that has a lot of darkness, or adding a lot of darkness to my video. We're at 30% progress. I wonder if there's a way I can make like an image backup of FreeNAS, so then when I do upgrade to a better system in the future, which I will definitely upgrade to a better system if this works out the way I think it will. This is going to be my main home server, and I'm hoping it's easy to maintain, because I have not found a good solution to maintain my media across or to stream my media across all devices while maintaining the media, to be honest. So I want to have a way to back up my data, and I also want to have a way to easily upgrade from machine to machine. I guess the next machine will be like the one that's going to last for like 10 years, hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. So this is small scale. We're going to scale up. We're using a 500 gigabyte drive, one single 500 gigabyte drive. I will be hooking up a 2 terabyte external drive. So I don't know how that's going to be managed, but that's baby steps. You know, baby steps. Alright, we're almost there. At least one of 4 is almost there. I just took a shower and I'm all sweaty again. Installing anything Unix based always looks so cool. See the text flying up all Matrix style. It's fun. FreeNAS installation succeeded. Please reboot and remove the installation media. Okay, so I'm going to hit the reboot button. Rebooting. And we're going to pull this right when it reboots. 3, 2, 1, let's go. That takes 6 minutes. Boom. Done. That was cool. Alright, so I'm not sure what to expect next. I guess it's the whole setup, and I really got to change the battery so I stop seeing this stupid message. And I tried disabling the floppy disk. Why is it still showing me floppy failure? I don't care about the floppy. Okay, boot FreeNAS. Let's go. This is the first FreeNAS booting, and I'm kind of curious to see the steps, because I did watch a few videos before doing this, and they were from a little bit ago. This looks slightly different than what they were doing. I also have little to no information on what the hell I'm doing. I remember very little from those videos, so we're just kind of going along with it, and hopefully we can get this thing on the network. It is plugged in currently, so maybe we should unplug it. Should I unplug it for the time being? I think I'm going to unplug it from the network for the time being. It's really in there. Jesus, let go. Alright. This is working out quite well so far. Let's not jinx it. This is going to take a long time. And on this machine, it's going to take even longer. Alright, so let's switch to doggy cam real quick while that goes. Boom, doggy cam. I mean, it's working. What do you want from it, right? And this got crooked somehow. Let's fix that. Still looks crooked to me. It's bothering me. There you go. That looks better. Still looks crooked on the bottom, but I don't care because the line is straight on the right hand side. That's what I care about. Yeah, I mean, if you want to take a look at the monitor, it's filled up with dots. Wow, the lag is terrible because it's actually a smooth transition of dots, but over here you're catching the dots every few seconds. Terrible. Terrible. Luckily, we don't need high frame rate right now. Everything will come together in the future. Trust. I mean, this is a big step up from yesterday. Yesterday I had my phone pointing down just like the dual camera scene that I have here. I had the phone just pointing down here. So getting to this point where I could switch through scenes and show you guys the monitor, this is a huge step up from that. So we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. Oh, looks like we might be on to the tail end of this. I know some of these words. Mouse, keyboard, yeah, I'm familiar. Alright, this is very different to what was in the videos. Well, let's configure our DNS first, maybe? No? I don't know what to do. The web interface cannot be accessed. Please check network configuration. Is there a way to skip this? I don't know what to do at this point. They had a web GUI. I don't have a web GUI. Well, let's do one, see what happens. Yeah. I am not good with the command line. I don't know what it's asking me. Configure DNS. What do you want? DNS from local. Oh my goodness. Get me out of here. DNS name server. God damn it. Let's just reboot. Confirm reboot. And maybe I will plug that Ethernet in just so that we don't run into this issue again. Alright. Confirm reboot, yes. And while that's happening, I will do a quick Google. Okay, it looks like we will be able to get into the GUI, but it does need to be online at some point. So let's do, let's just let it boot. So let me just double check here. I wonder what it's going to boot into, because last time it asked us for network stuff. I'm really curious what it's going to ask for this time. This takes a long time to boot up, but I'm assuming since you're expected to just kind of boot it once and then let it run, shouldn't be that big of a deal. Oh, there we go. So that's our local IP address. Cool. Let's see if we can get into the GUI. So, oops. Don't like that. There we go. Oops, everything is a mess. Alright. Now we're going to use that, where was it? 192.168.1.143. Cool. Sweet, there it is. Crap. What was it? It was root and then the password that I set. Oh, we're in! We did it! Free NAS! Woo! Free NAS! Alright. Sorry, Shug. Shug is like, what are you doing? I don't want any part of this. Get me out of here. Alright, so we no longer actually need to use that system. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And this GUI looks very different than the GUI that they were demonstrating in the video. It was way less advanced. This is actually kind of cool. Alright. So, the way it works is, I believe we install plugins. No pools, you cannot create plugins or jails until a pool is present for storing them. Okay. I think, hold on one second. I'm going to see if I can follow these instructions here on what they're doing, because this is a more up-to-date explanation. Okay, there's share creation. It doesn't say anything about a pool. All right. Oh god, I'm gonna have to dig through all of this. Virtualization. Alright, here we go. pools. That's a ZFS pool. I don't know what a ZFS pool is. Caveats, installation troubleshooting. I think we're just going to go ahead and wing it. So it says no pools, let's create a pool. Name of the pool, I'll just say main pool. How about that? Let's add an underscore, just in case. Encryption, I don't think we need encryption. Yeah, let's not have an encryption for the time being. This is the pool it's going to be in. Wait a minute. This is... Okay, I guess it's going to be in that pool. That's the only one I can do. And what if I do that? That's it. We're good. Estimated total raw data capacity, 463 gigabytes. Let's go ahead and create a pool. I don't know what I'm doing. This is not a tutorial. This is a come make a server with me kind of video. Their GUI's a little different too. Why? Why is it different? Alright, so we have a main pool. That's done. So let's go check out our plugins. Choose a pool. We're going to go with the main pool. Pool chosen. The pool is chosen. Alright, so we have Plex Media Server. And then, oh crap, I just realized that you guys are seeing only a smidgen of the screen. Let's try to do this right here. Like that. That should be good, right? I hope so. Cool. So, there's Plex Media Server and then there's the beta. I don't think I want to do the beta. Then we're just going to go with the regular Plex Media Server. So go ahead and install that just like that. DHCP, I guess. Unless I set everything up manually. No, you know, I'll just do DHCP and I'll reserve the address on my router so it doesn't change. Jail name. Plex server. How about that? Let's just call that the Plex server. And basically a jail is just like a little compartment similar to a VM where everything is contained within this jail. Any data will not be able to interact with other jails if you want to have like multiple different services running, or plugins in this case, whatever you want to call them. I'm curious to see what advanced plugin installation looks like. Let's make me name it again. Wait, it's right there. Plugin name, Plex Media Server, jail name, Plex server. Let's just do it like that. I'm going to do DHCP. I don't know what VNet is. Use VNet to emulate network devices for fully virtual. Okay, you know what? We're going to cancel this. Did I cancel it? I did. Let's just do the basic setup. Alright. I'm going to save that. And it's installing the plugin now into our drive. Easy enough, right? If I could figure this out just by winging it through the GUI, we'll be in good hands. This is quite the process, and it is getting incredibly hot in here. I think I'm gonna open this door again. Closing it was a bad idea. Maybe air it out a bit. Ooh. It's hot. should also drink this water before it gets warm. You have no idea how scared I am to have an open cup exposed in here. There's a computer on the floor next to it. We have a laptop, computer, Nintendo Switch literally right next to the water. This is just asking for some danger to happen. One earthquake and it's over for all this technology. I'll probably cry if that happens. Never mind, I'll definitely cry. Alright. 20% still? Really? That's what we're doing? So, after this is done, I think we'll go into sharing. So that way, maybe I can just dump files from a computer to the Plex server, instead of having to like figure out how to drag and drop crap in there. It's not going to be drag and drop, most likely. Actually, it might. I don't know. It's a pretty good interface. I'm digging it so far. And you can really hear the fan whirring up. I'm very sorry about that. Audio is a bit of an issue because it requires purchasing of certain things. And I have a lav mic, but the lav mic only works with the phone, so I have to get a different lav mic that's pretty much working with any input. Or I can get an adapter for the lav mic to go from the phone prongs to the computer prongs. The only thing is it's a 3.5mm prong, but the notches for the microphone are different, I guess. I don't know. I bought it specifically for the phone because at the time I was using my phone as like a wireless lav mic. Still at 20%. That's ridiculous. What is installing? And the first thing we're going to try to do is we're going to try to import the entire Friends seasons. So we have the Friends box set that is currently in digital form. So we're going to get that and we're going to pretty much just dump it into this Plex media server. Then I'm going to download the Plex app on my phone and I'm hoping I can cast to Chromecast. You know what? As a matter of fact, let me make sure I can do that right now. Let's go ahead and download the Plex app. Pretty sure you can cast. Yep, there is a screenshot of casting. So I'm pretty happy about that. Another thing I like about Plex Media Server is it's going to import all of the box art. It's going to import like the descriptions. I'm not sure about subtitles. I have the subtitle files, or I can get the subtitle files. I'm really not sure how that would work. So I have the Plex app installed. Let's go ahead and log in. I do not have a Plex account. I think I'll just use my Google account. In fact, I remember a password. What the hell? Oh, there we go. I can never remember the passwords for all these accounts. Okay. I got into here. And it's showing me all these different movies. But where do they come from? How do I connect to my server? So many questions. What happens if I click on one of these? Can I actually watch these right now? Oh my god, I can. Is this actually happening right now? There's an ad, but I'm actually able to view this stuff and I can cast it. That's interesting in its own right, although it is ad filled, but it's free content. Let's see. If I click open video file, that's from the phone. Oh, what happened here? Installed successfully. There's an admin portal right here. I'm gonna copy that. Alright. So Plex exists now. There it is, my jail. Let's see what happens if I go to the web portal. Hey, Plex. It's asking me to sign in here too. And I think for this one, I just kind of go here. Yeah, I'm glad I did that. Cool. So, let me go back here. How Plex works. Plex Media Server runs on the computer where you keep your media. Oh crap, is it still booting up? Plex then scans your media, automatically organizes it, and makes it beautiful. Then you can play your media on any screen with your favorite Plex app. Are we good yet? Nope. That's taken a while. But I just read exactly what's on the monitor. You do not have to worry about that. I'm going to stay here just to kind of let you guys see the process. So there we go. So that's what I'm looking at right now. And yeah, let's continue along. So what does it say here? So it does look like there's some features you can only get through paying. Server dashboard, live TV and DVR, webhooks. I think for now we're just going to close out of that. Give it a friendly name to help identify it in the apps. I think Plex server is good enough. Maybe SR Plex server? No, I think I'm just going to do Plex server. Okay, so this is saying that we could actually access it from outside of our network. Sure. Let's go with that. See what, I don't think it's a paid feature. At least I hope it's not. They don't have my billing information. I hope. Alright, so here we go. So we could have different libraries. And then we can go to our libraries tab here, but we don't have any libraries. I want to go back here and take a look at the jails. So here's my Plex server jail. Let's take a look at the services. What's Smart? I wish to give you a little description of what Smart is. We have SSH capabilities. I think that's all I care about. Let's check out this share. Oop, clicking all sorts of things. Sharing. Windows shares. Let's add a Windows share. Okay. All right. So we have the different jails here. Media. Plex Media Server. I'm wondering where the files should go. So I think what I'll do is I think I'm just going to Google where the Plex files should go. Does it matter? Okay, so I think it goes here. It goes in Plex Library. Library Application Support Plex Media Server. Is that where I am? No. Okay, I think that's what I'll do. Let's go back here. We're going to add a library. Let's just call it the Movies Library. Name, Movies, Next. Browse for Media Folder. See, that's the thing. I don't know which folder to make it. I guess I can make it anywhere, right? So if I can close this. Okay, Jails, Plex server. I don't think I'm going to put in root. Unless it, where's this telling me? See, Plex Media Server. Plex Media Server. I think I'll just throw it in here. I mean, there's a Plex folder. Not sure what's supposed to be in there. I mean, if anybody wants to throw out a hint, don't let me stop you. But I think I might put in the media server here. I was going to save this part for later, but we're already in too deep. We're going with it. I really don't think it matters. Let's see where these people are putting it. They are putting it in the user folder. Good God. Alright, I don't think it matters where you put it. I'll put it under this media server right here. And this is also just a sharing. I'm not actually creating anything. But I'm going to save that. Enable the service. SMB has been enabled. Configure permissions for the shares. Okay. Access control list. You know what? I think I'm going to leave this alone for the time being. At least one inheritable ACL entry is required. Okay. So let's go to storage here. Okay. There's a way to add folders. I just don't know how. Jails, Plex server, root. If I go to jails here, the Plex server. No, this is just starting and stopping the jails. We have the plugins, we're not installing anything new. We have the services, which we have SMB and Smart both running. So it should be under directories and services. What? I don't know what's going on here. Active Directory, we don't even need that. Can't be virtual machines. How do I create new folders, damn it? Pools? I mean, if I click this, it's gonna add a pool, isn't it? Yeah. Cancel. Okay, let's see. I think what I will do is okay. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Why can't I create a folder here? I feel like it should be in the jails area. It should be here somewhere. If I add, I'm gonna add a jail. Right? What did I just do? No, see, this is asking for a jail. Cancel. I mean, if I go to the shell, where am I? Am I really gonna do this from the shell? Which one is it under? Doesn't even say. Okay. Alright, let's do it like this. Oof. Yep, it's getting increasingly hot. I am sweating like crazy. Probably not able to see it, which is a good thing. Okay. General. No. This is configuration. Email reporting, blah blah blah. SSH connections. It should not be this hard. Why can't I just go to, like, I don't know, directory services? This is definitely not it. I don't know what any of those are except for Active Directory. Sharing, services, plugins. If I click on the Plex Media Server, oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Damn it. Okay. We're still good here? Then we're still good? Here you go. Here's a guide. So under media, movies, and then you can have your movie content. How do I make these freaking folders? I mean, it really shouldn't be this hard to make a freaking folder. I mean, I have all this stuff available to me, but I can't make a freaking folder. Oh god. I think I'm just gonna use the laptop here. This is little to no information. Alright. I feel like I don't want to end the video here.
I'm not going to get demonetized by telling.
There's the video that I was following along with, and you can see the GUI is very different. Well, actually, I don't think you guys can see this. So he's in plugins. He's talking about plugins. It looks like we're at the point of installing the plugin. Okay, let's get to the picture here. Alright, here it is. So he's going into Jails. Then he sees his Plex Media Server. He's clicking on that. Under storage, he says add storage. Why don't I have that option? So he's in plugins. No, he's in jails. Excuse me. He's in jails. Although he has a very different GUI. So here's that. Oh my god, is it this? Mount points? Don't know if that was it. Do not know. So let's try that again. Let's go here. Drop down. I guess let's try editing. Jail properties. I do not know what the hell I'm doing. I probably shouldn't mess with those configuration files. Okay. Let's get to the shell real quick. I'm gonna do a quick ls. Was that not the recursive command? Or is this literally it? There's a free BSD handbook, but that's not what we're interested in. What the hell? Storage, pools, local. That's not local, is it? IO cage. Could I hit this little button here? Extend, scrub pool. What happens if I click extend? No. Did not like that. Let's go back. Okay. Huh. Okay, it's definitely under jails. So jails, Plex Media, or Plex server. I think if I go to edit, maybe jail properties. This jail cannot be edited while running. So let's go ahead and stop this jail real quick. Stop it. Whoa. I'm getting messages. Oh no. Let me mute that. Okay. What the hell? everyone has screenshots of the old GUI. So if I go to mount points, no data, add. Oh, there we go. Jesus. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Wait a minute. It's still not allowing me to add anything. Do I have to click this button here? No, that closes the entire thing. Browse a directory on the system which will be accessed by the jail. This directory must be separate from the jail pool or dataset. Wait a minute. What does that mean? Main pool, IOK jails, Plex server, root, media. Browse any empty directory within a jail or enter a new directory name with the jail directory structure. This links to the source storage area. But I can't create a new folder. That's the freaking problem. What the hell? What happens if I click update? Okay, it just updates the plugin. That does nothing. Main pool. Why am I not able to create a new storage area here? So what if I go to storage, pools, jails, Plex server, root. Add dataset, create snapshot, add zvol. What is zvol? I don't know what zvol is. Some Z volume? What does that mean? What happens if I click add? I don't want to add a new pool. Okay. Okay. Let's try to keep it together. Yep. Okay. File browser. Storage, maybe. I'm just winging it at this point. I have no idea. Create and manage storage pools, view disks and options, swap space, pool, storage pools. Proper storage design is important for any NAS. Please read through the entire chapter for configuring storage disks. This might have to be continued later. Okay. There's an option to upgrade the pool to ZFS feature flags, see upgrading, blah blah blah. Viewing the pool, managing encryption pool, encryption keys, adding a cache for log device, adding spare devices. No, that's not it. Extending the pool. What the hell? Adding data sets. That's not what we're trying to do though. Okay. This is not helping me in the least. Alright, here we go. Okay, so let's go back to the jails. We have the Plex Media Server. Let's go columns. I swear it's mount points. Okay. Yeah, I think this is gonna have to be continued. I'm gonna have to figure this out. I'm just kind of killing time at this point. But I appreciate anyone that was here checking it out. I will have a follow-up once I get all this figured out, and then we'll come back and revisit pros and cons of what I did, and hopefully I'll have some media that we could actually demonstrate at that point. But for right now, I need to figure out how to get this folder structure sorted so I can organize the media properly. I think for right now we're good. I mean, we did a lot. We got the processor installed. Let me switch back here. We got the processor installed. We got the RAM that was already installed from yesterday. We got the video card in there. We got the new drive. We did a lot of work already, so it's coming along really well. I'm pretty happy with it, to say the least. And this will be continued for sure. And then once it's up and running, we'll kind of do an overview of what went wrong with this folder creation crap, and how to kind of just go from there. I'm going to read the manual, and everything's going to be fine. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to sub, like, leave a comment, all that fun stuff. Really helps me out and makes me happy every time. Alright, see you.